This is the new Hyundai Palisade. It's been refreshed for 2023. So today I'm gonna go on the road and test the acceleration. We're gonna talk about the technology, the comfort. We're also gonna talk about the cargo space and the towing. Welcome to the Torq Media channel. Under the hood of this Palisade, we can find a V6 3.8 liter. This is good for 291 horsepower, 262 foot-pounds of torque. This engine is matched to a 8-speed automatic transmission, so no major changes under the hood of this Palisade for 2023. So I'm gonna go on the road and see how it does. All right, I'm gonna test the acceleration with the Palisade. I'm gonna put it in sport mode. We're ready to go. All right, you can do the 0 to 100 kilometers in about 7.1 seconds. Under 7 seconds, 0 to 60 miles an hour. It's not the quickest off the line, but it's pretty much, similar to all the competition right in the middle. It's not the quickest, it's not the slowest. On the road with the Palisade Ultimate Calligraphy this week. This SUV is pretty comfortable on the road. It's more on the comfort side than the handling side, I could say. Probably the Telluride will be a little bit more sportier than comfortable if you like having a little bit more handling and you like this type of SUV. But still easy to drive, really smooth. The steering wheel feels really disconnect from the wheels. That's something I don't really like this week. But overall, it's quiet inside of the cabin. It's comfortable. It's easy to drive. You don't feel inside of a car. You don't feel inside of a real SUV, a real truck. But still, this SUV, it's not really difficult to drive. So if you're used to drive something smaller, you won't be, out of your comfort zone driving this Palisade. Also, we've got multiple driving modes with this knob here in the metal console. You can put it in comfort, eco, sport, and smart. If you press the metal button, you get access to your off-road mode, I could say. So you've got the snow, mud, and also sand with this mode. Really easy to use. I've been testing a lot the snow mode this week. It was working pretty well, and you've got a good traction from this Palisade. Not the best on the market, but still a decent all-wheel drive system. Something I noticed from my previous drive with the Telluride, the previous generation, I didn't notice this button in the previous generation, and that might be the case why it's on the left side of the steering wheel. Now you got a towing mode, and this Palisade can tow up to 5,000 pounds, so that's a big plus. That was one of my complaints with the previous generation. There was no towing mode. Now you got it inside of the 2023 model. Exterior wise, the Palisade received a mid-cycle refresh for 2023. So brand new front end, brand new front bumper, grille, headlights and all that. I think it looks really sharp, way better than before from my point of view. It looks more square, it looks more like a truck, a little bit less round than before. Otherwise, the rest of the truck is pretty similar to the previous generation. There's some minor changes in the back, new wheels and stuff like that. But overall, on the side and all that, it looks the same as the previous generation. Stepping inside of this Ultimate Calligraphy edition, now we've got some high-end luxury stuff inside of this top of the line model. We've got some Napa leather seats, really nice seats with some stitching inside of them. The same stitching, you can find it inside of the doors. Really nice, inside of this Palisade, it doesn't look like a Hyundai product. Really nice inside of this Palisade. The roof is kind of like in suede, really nice material. We've got a sunroof and a panoramic roof in the back. Comfortable seats. The driver gets the massaging seat, so after a while, after about 30 minutes of driving, you get a massage and all that. But also you get heated and cool seats in the front. You get also heated seats in the second row And in the last row, you're able to get the heated seats in the US, but not in Canada. I'm not sure why, but this week I don't have it in this Ultimate Calligraphy. And what I've seen online, it's not available in Canada. I don't know the actual reason why, but it's available in the US, so just have to keep that in mind. You know, really simple to use this Palisade inside. I like that metal console, super easy to use, a lot of buttons, but not all the buttons have been switched to the screen. I really like that. Really nice screen, a bunch of gadgets inside of this screen. You've got a quiet mode, you've got a conversational passenger, so that's gonna throw your voice into the speaker to help you speak with the second and the last row, so you don't have to scream to your kids, or just having a plain easy conversation with your passenger. It's always nice. Nice cluster in front of me also, with blind spot cameras and all that, same as the previous generation. If we step in the back, second row, we've got captain seats for this top of the line edition, but also you can sit up to 8 passenger if you're opting for the bench in lower trim levels. Plenty of space, really comfortable in the second row. Easy access for the last row. I really like that. Just a press of a button, get an easy access to that last row. Pretty spacious for the size of this SUV in the last row. Some short adult can easily sit there. Wouldn't be the case for me, but still it's decent for this size of SUV. If we're looking at the cargo space, pretty decent once again. Even if you're using all the seats, you still have some cargo space behind the seats. That's a plus for the Palisade. On the fuel economy side, this week I found the Palisade was probably more thirsty than before. Maybe because this one is a brand new one and I've been using a lot the snow mode. This week I was averaging 13 liters per 100 kilometers. That's a little bit more than I was usually doing with the Palisade and the Telluride. But it's winter, you know, I've got winter tires. I've been putting some winter modes and all that. So that's probably the case why it was a little bit more thirsty. You know, these numbers are close to be in the large SUV numbers like the Tahoe, Yukon, Expedition and all that. I find it quite thirsty, especially if I compare it to the Chevrolet Traverse, who's a little bit bigger than the Palisade. I was able to do 9 liters per 100 kilometers, so you have to keep in mind, Palisade, it's a little bit thirsty. Price-wise, the Palisade starts at $50,504. In the model I'm driving this week, it's good for $59,304. Pretty decent price for all the equipment and all the material you get inside of this Palisade, under $60,000. That's a pretty decent price. You know, the Palisade, it's right there with the competition. It might offer a little bit more gadgets and all that. It's not the most spacious one. It's not the best one on the fuel economy side. From my point of view, this segment of SUV, there's no clear winner. There's no one who's really better than the other ones. The Telluride and the Palisades are pretty strong products, but they're not superior by a large margin to all the other ones on the market. You've got plenty of choice out there. You're gonna have some off-road models. You're gonna have like larger models, more luxury models. One's gonna be better on fuel economy. The Hyundai Palisade is a solid choice if you like the shape and all the gadgets and all that. For the price, it's a good choice. So let me know in the comments which 3-row SUV is your favorite. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share, and we're gonna see each other on the next review.